The T-54 is a tier 9 Soviet medium tank and the reason why people hate playing in armor-based tanks at the tier. This tank, which branches off into the T-62A and the Object 140, is arguably better at its tier than both of them, as it is fast, has a good gun, and has trollish turret armor. This tank also has better frontal plate armor than any medium tank at the tier, besides the E-50. This allows you to bounce many shots that hit you, even some from tier 10 vehicles. This tank is mostly driven by people who play like this. For ammunition, you load some AP heat. In battle, you drive forward, and when you see an enemy, regardless of what vehicle, you spam it with heat until it dies. What they don't realize is how many credits they lose every battle, to be better than them, and embrace the reason that this tank was literally made with enough star-aluminium to withstand a nuclear blast. You do the following. Equip your tank with camo, so you can be sneaky brekkie and commit purges on enemy tanks without them knowing who was killing them, just like Stalin. For equipment you use a repair kit, a multi-purpose restoration, and adrenaline. For provisions you equip standard fuel, condensed milk, and extra combat rations. For ammunition, depending on if you are a real Soviet and not some gold spamming pleb and you choose the 100mm DC-34 gun, you equip mostly AP with some heat for annoying heavies and some HE for moving ammo. I mean, Leopard prototypes. In battle, you play a frontline role with your team. For equipment, on the first row, you use gun rammer, improved modules, and improved optics. For the second row, you use an enhanced gun laying drive, enhanced armor, and an engine accelerator. For the third row, you equip a vertical stabilizer, a toolbox, and a consumable delivery system. Because of how versatile this tank is, you can help out in almost any role, such as rushing with mediums, supporting heavies, camping bush and shooting enemies with your strong Russian camo. Even if you are alone, this tank's DPM and armor makes it able to hold many tanks off at once. This tank can trade with almost any medium tank of its tier, but if you take on tier 10 tanks, you will want substantial backup. Because this tank does not have a made in Russia searchlight on the front, you are not good at spotting. So don't rush ahead of your teammates and think that you will get the first shot off on enemy tanks you run into. Even if you get into battle and your ping decides you won't have fun and this happens.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You still have enough bias to finish at least second best on the team. This tank is also good at fighting in rating battles, as it's one of the few tier 9s that can compete with an average tier 10 medium tank. In rating battles, try to work closely with your team, and whatever you do, don't YOLO and throw the game for your team. This is the correct way to play the T-54. Now go out there and show some heavy tanks why you cannot have fun in this game.